like I said, maybe it's the hat and the helmet together that's giving me the headache. Or maybe it's the 4 beers and the 2 shots of tequila last night. Now, last night I would have drank more tequila, but I ran out of Casamigos tequila. Now I got 3 Amigos, and I didn't want to mix them, so I didn't take any more. There's only 2 left in here. So this is inside of the blue fanny pack from years ago. These are probably old, but who cares? I'm taking them. Those are Excedrin. My headache will be long gone bye-bye very quickly. I always get a headache with that hat and the helmet. So we just cannot do those anymore. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, it automatically shut off. So now we're back up and running again. Okay, kids, throttle is doing good. It's not moving. Everybody is happy. Got all the zippers closed. Let's double check that. Yep. We're gonna refill that bottle. At least make sure there's a half dozen, 8 of them in there at least. Just a little something that's nice to have in case you need it. In case you get that compound fracture and you need something to kill the pain, you'll pop a couple of Excedrin while you're putting a temporary splint on it so you can make it back to camp. Does that make sense, guys? Well, this 29er, I'm really loving this 29er. See, going through those, you see, here's the rim trail here. We're going to take this one here. I think, let me see here. Yeah, loop trail. This is the one that's, there's a couple that branch off of this and go down to the loop trail still. I think I'm going to save that. I think my next ride, I'm going to come back up to this beast and then take this out as far as I can. In the meantime, let's double check. Let's make sure that we can make it back through this trail before we start fucking tooting our horn about, you know, make sure there's no fallen trees on it. This one for starters. I mean, if there's a fallen tree and I can't get through it, no, it'd have to be pretty bad for me not to get through it, of course. But there was that one yesterday, it was pretty bad. I could have probably went underneath it, but with my throttle problems and shit, you know, you would have to put the bike on its side, drag it through. I wouldn't have used the throttle side. You could have probably made it through there, but there are times where you can't go around and there's a bunch of branches on the tree there and you can't go underneath it either unless you start breaking branches. Now right there, there was a case of, it would have been better to have the seat a little lower right there. So we're gonna lower this beast down. We're gonna, oh shit. It has lowered itself all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Itself. That needs to be just a touch tighter. It can't go down any further than that. It hit the lip on the seat. So right now this seat is as low as I can put it. The tires are probably as low as you want to ride them. So this is what I got. Now, on a really technical trail with my Juggernaut, I generally lower this seat 1 more inch from here. But I don't have that option with this 29er. So we got what we got. Not a deal breaker. I'm in love with this bike. I recommend a 29er to anyone who's thinking about doing it. And these CSTs, BFTs, big fat tire, big fucking tire, that is, sorry. Well, let's try to keep this a children's show, okay? BFT, big fat tire. But in any case, okay, I'm using the front brake just a little bit more than what I should be doing. So we're gonna cut that baby down a little bit. Just use that back. We may want to check the check the hydraulic fluid level on that back brake too, because it does appear to be a little. No, there's an oh, see right here. Now my Juggernaut would probably hit there, but this one will probably clear that. Going through here yesterday with that screwed up throttle, I knew that would have been a no-no. Even we should have actually had stayed on the road for the whole way back, to be honest with you. That throttle was so bad. It's got me looking at it now, because you are, when you're riding like this, you are putting force this way from time to time. It hasn't moved not one iota. I mean, not intentionally, it's just, that's the nature of the beast. Sometimes you're leaning that way to make quick turns, or what have you. And you are putting force on that. That's why it came off yesterday. But it was nice to have that brake lever housing there, and it wedged the wiring for the throttle. It wedged it into place, and it's holding it there in place. And the throttle is locked there, so it should be good. Now we should be approaching a trail that breaks to the left here reasonably soon, which is a good, because if you do run into a fallen tree and you can't go around it or under it, it's a flicker. If you can't go around it or under it, well then you can go back to that trail. Right now we have to go back all the way to the where I turned onto this off the main highway. So Not a deal breaker, gentlemen. I'm just stating the facts. There's an adjustment on this brake too. I can probably, that's a little bit too soft for my liking. I like it to bite a little bit sooner than that. So we'll take a look into it. It's not terrible, not terrible. I don't think it's hydraulics. I just think that's just where the adjustment is right now. We'll take a look here in just a second. Switch back. Okay. Are you guys loving it or what? This is Navaho Nuclear. Already got my leg out. Already got my leg out well in advance. Because I don't have any, I'm a little high on this seat. So I want to know which way I'm gonna abort. I'm already directing myself to which way I'm going to abort should there be an issue. Take it easy on the equipment, guys. This is a pretty rough, bouncy trail here. Beautiful little trail, guys. This is right down my fucking wheelhouse, guys. Yeah, so here's the this is the like the lodge trail, and we're gonna keep going on the loop here. But should you have an issue and you can't get through, you come back this way and you hit the road right here. So that's kind of cool. I had to make sure it's on the right one. Okay, ready? You see what I'm saying? See the branches underneath it? And there's no going around it. You either go over it or you don't go. Where's our trail ferries here in Cedar City? That's 3 down trees on the trail. Come on, guys. This one ain't so bad. I think it's doable, but you could run across another one. Keep that in mind. See, there's a low spot on this timber, so we're gonna lift it up and walk it to that low spot and then put it down. I got a feeling that we're gonna run into more of these though. Like I said, when you see some, you see there's a low spot right here. When you see some, that means that the trail ferries haven't made it here yet. The guys that take care of this shit for you. Now that one we could go over. Just barely though, guys. It's because it had that low spot. That high spot there would have been too difficult. Come on, trail ferries from Cedar City. I guarantee you the high school team, somebody, parents, some father is going to come out here and chop these fuckers up so that the kids can train for high school. That's guaranteed. Now see, if you got a light bike, you could pick it up probably even chest high. I keep thinking this is my Juggernaut XD Duo, 80 pounds. This is only 60 pounds. So you can see it's not a problem lifting that fucker up. Even if you had to lift it up like chest high, it should be no problem. I mean, when it's chest high, you're going to be setting it on the log. So it can be problematic, gentlemen. It's not a fucking walk in the park. Yes, if you've got a buddy here with you, that can make it a little bit easier. One guy on one side of the log and one guy on the other, you lift it up, yada boom bada bing, if you know what I mean, kids. But all I have with me are my director, my producer, lineman, audio specialists, video specialists, stuntmen, writers. I have a production crew with me, and they're union. They don't fucking lift bikes, okay? If you follow my drift here, guys. Easy on that front brake, buddy. Easy on that front brake. Ooh. Like even that one right there, this electric motor will hit. If I could have hit this line right here, we'd be okay, but I didn't know that I don't know this trail that good, guys. Come on, man. We're taking easy on equipment here. We're not gonna bang our engine. Or we're not going to bend a pedal. Just for the viewers at home, we like taking care of the equipment. I'm not a big fan of working on stuff. Only stuff that I have to. Not from physical abuse. Yeah, these electric bikes would not work well with someone who falls a lot, because you're gonna have electrical wire issues. That's a total of 3 fallen trees on the trail so far. All on this side. You know, if there was anything on the other side, that is the most well-traveled part of this. So people do take care of that side way before this side. Come on, tooth fairies! GoPro, stop recording.